There's an overwhelming amount of unwritten motorcycle riding rules out there, and in today's video, I'm gonna simplify it by giving you the top 8 rider tips. You're gonna wanna stick around because tip number 1, I'm seeing way too much of lately. It's getting people hurt, and frankly, it's extremely dangerous. We haven't met before. My name's Brandon Hart. This is my bulldog Tito, and I have a passion for riding motorcycles. Now, I've been riding bikes for the past 20 years, and I've seen a lot of things out there on the road, the good, the bad, and the ugly. My goal today is to help you have a better riding experience. Let's get this started with tip number 8. Don't pull up on another rider by surprise. I know, you're excited, you wanna say what's up to whoever else is riding out there, but make sure they see you first, and make sure it seems okay. I was out riding a couple weeks ago with a group of friends. I think there was 4 or 5 of us, and we pulled up to a stoplight, and out of nowhere, a guy came up to my left, right next to me. If I wasn't who I am, he could have been putting himself in danger. There are some people who could perceive that as a threat, so be careful who you're just riding right up next to. Let's say there's another guy on a bike in front of me. I'm not gonna pull up directly next to him. I'm gonna stagger a little bit back, either on the left or the right-hand side. Usually you'll know if they look back and kind of give you the peace sign or wave. It might be okay to just creep up a little bit. They see you, they're not gonna be caught off guard. It's not gonna be a problem. I know in a perfect world, everyone's gonna be excited and joyous and sunshine and rainbows about other riders, but that's not the real world. Just be careful pulling up on people without them knowing. And that leads me into tip number 7. Be wary when passing motorcycle clubs. This is probably a really controversial subject. There's 2 schools of thoughts is, okay, well, you want to respect motorcycle clubs, and some other people say it's not their road, they don't own it. The way I stand with this is it's all about respect. So whether someone or a group of riders in a club or not, I'm gonna approach it the same way. I'm not just gonna zoom by that group. This is just like before when you're pulling up to someone at a light. Club or not, everyone deserves respect on the road. You think about it from a club perspective, there's probably rival clubs that could pose a threat or a danger. They just want to make sure you're not just going to roll up and pull some crazy stuff. I'll be honest with you, if you see a club on the road in formation, you're probably not going to keep up with them anyway. Usually they'll have a guy in the back that sort of checks you out and they'll give you the okay to pass. If not, just hang back. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to jump into number 6, but it's getting really hot in my garage and I've got this beautiful Harley in front of me. Why don't we just hop on and take a ride and talk about this a little bit more? So let's do it. Sorry, not sorry. I can't help it. Start doing videos about bikes. It's in my face. Gotta go for a ride sometimes. Riding etiquette number 6. When you're doing group rides, remember to stay staggered and don't switch between the right and left lanes. Let's say you got the left portion of the lane here. I don't want to switch back and forth left to right as I'm riding. You always have to assume, unless you're in the back, that there's going to be someone to your opposite side of the lane behind you. You never want to ride in the middle anyway, because that's where all the cars leak oil. You think about the engine compartment is right in the middle. You see the start stain on the road, that's where it usually comes from. So pick a side, keep a side. You don't want to be that one rider who's really unpredictable when you're riding with a group of friends. When you're riding in a group and you're turning like this, give the person in front of you a little bit of space. Unless you really know that rider, well, honestly, you really should never be turning at the same time while parallel. Just keep that staggered formation. Keeps things rolling smoothly. It's the best way to go. You're riding side by side with your friend and there's something in the road, you got nowhere to go. Even worse, you swerve and you hit a car in the lane next to you. I used to do a lot of group rides. They organize them at the local Harley dealer up here, but seen too many things happen, so I like to keep it to less than 5. Tip number 5 is wave to your fellow bikers. I like to do the low peace sign. There's all kinds of variants. You can give like the little number 1. You can give the wave, depending on your style. I like to do that low peace sign. There's nothing more embarrassing than waving to somebody and not getting waved to back. And I know it's not always the person's fault, But, you know, we're all part of a riding brotherhood around here. So give your fellow biker a little wave every now and then. This time of year in Florida, we pretty much get thunderstorms every day, so you just never know. I go through withdrawal if I don't ride, so we're just sending it. Sometimes it's sunny, the next minute you got a downpour on your hands. Riding etiquette tip number 4. Don't show up to a ride without a full tank of gas. Don't be that guy. Especially if there's a whole bunch of people. You don't want to have to reroute to the gas station just for you. If you know you're going on a ride the day before, just fill her up. I'll share a fun story from Daytona this past year. I met up with 4 or 5 friends, and the plan was to ride across the state to Daytona as a group. So we all met up like 9 in the morning, 8 or 9 in the morning, something like that. We're gonna stay in Daytona for the weekend. Well, on the way, one friend decided he was gonna stop at the mall. Didn't tell anybody, but he was the lead rider. So we're all following him. And we're like, what are we doing here at the mall? And I find myself in a lid store, you know, lids where they make the custom hats. And this guy stopped at the lid store to have a custom hat embroidered during a group ride that we all woke up early for and had to rush to be on time for. So don't do that. Group rides aren't about you, it's about the group. So just keep that in mind. Number 3, help other riders in need. If you're riding along and you see another rider stranded, stop to help. Goes back to that whole brotherhood thing. I remember when I was on my street glide a couple months ago and I had a tire blowout. Hundreds of cars passed by, hundreds. Who was the first person to stop? It was 2 riders on sport bikes. The guy had a tire inflator. We tried, it didn't work, but he pulled over to help. That's what I mean. You're a lot more vulnerable out there by yourself on the side of the road when all you got is 2 wheels. Number 2 is be patient with new riders. Instead of poking fun at people, give them some advice, help them with their journey. If you started somewhere one day, you just think about it. Think way back to that when you first started riding. You probably needed some help too. That's a big reason why I started this channel. I love riding and I want other people to feel the same way. And it's on us to get rid of that whole tough guy biker stereotype. Be a good person. There's enough bad apples out there that make the rest of us look really bad. So anything I can do to help new riders and share my experiences from riding over the years, I'm gonna do it. And through these videos, I hope to connect with you. If you're newer, thank you for watching. Even if you have experience, let me know what I might have missed on this etiquette list before we get to number 1. And by the way, I do have a Patreon set up, patreon.com/Brandon Hart. It's free to join. There's also a $5 a month option if you're interested in helping the channel out. I do have a merch release coming up, and I'll just announce it here because I haven't yet. We got a new sponsorship with Cat Performance Exhaust. We're gonna do their Redline Performance 2-in-a-2 full exhaust system install, along with their Zombie air breather. Number 1, I mentioned earlier how dangerous this has become. So avoid road rage at all costs. I've seen video after video of a guy on a bike smashing off a mirror of the car. The car gets mad, chases the biker down. Biker's got to get up on the sidewalk to escape. It's a game of cat and mouse. Someone's got a 3,000-pound vehicle going after your little 500-pound bike. You really have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it really worth it to risk your life when someone cuts you off in traffic? You're probably not even going to remember it tomorrow. Even worse, somebody pull a gun out on you at the stoplight, you get shot.
over traffic, and I've had my fair share of close calls on the bike. I've been pissed off at drivers before, I really have, but I always handle it the same way. Just forget about it. Because what are you gonna do? You wanna follow someone to a light, take your visor off and start yelling, let them know what they did wrong? Do you really think people are gonna admit they did something wrong? Hell no. They're just gonna yell back at you. They're gonna blame it on you. You're gonna have an argument back and forth. It's gonna escalate the situation. There's no win. Move on with your day. Enjoy your ride. Like this guy right here just cut me off. All right, what am I gonna do? So that's gonna do it for my etiquette tips today. Let me know if I missed anything. I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. But I appreciate you for watching. If you ride, remember, keep that rubber side down. If you don't ride, what are you waiting for? Get to it. We'll get you on the next one. Peace.